One of the biggest lessons in gold and lower is understanding where your threat is. Understanding where you are safe and where you are not safe. The biggest thing that you need to learn. And you are punished constantly from taking your weapon out in the wrong spot, taking utility out in the wrong spot, all because of this threat assessment. It's the number one thing you must learn outside of mechanics. Hello, my name is Worthy, a professional Valorant coach. If you're looking to climb the ranks and improve your overall gameplay, you definitely want to leave a like and a sub, and enjoy the video. You're gonna die from this at one point because I just feel like no one's watching long and someone's gonna creep up on you. And you're taking a Vandal to a close range fight now. It's the opposite of what you're doing. You gotta think about, oh my goodness. You gotta think about the fight, again, walking into that angle, it's gonna cause a problem. Taking your knife out in an angle you don't know is clear. Ulting in the middle of spots where you don't know are clear. All of this is danger. You're making a wild assumption that all 5 are at C. There's been times where they've had 4 go here and 1 sitting in window. So we're not 100% sure because we have not asked for information if we are 100% safe. Do we know all 5 are C right now? You cannot afford to do this. Okay, I was gonna say I would wrap here, but your Phoenix has already done it. This is actually perfect. You guys are in the most ideal position to win this. This is dangerous, yeah. This is definitely dangerous. I want to first talk about how brilliant you guys play this. Your Phoenix, if we watch him from the beginning of the round, he is already actively moving, and I credit this to your communication, right? So you're starting to say things like, oh, they're going towards C, all this good stuff. Phoenix is taking aggressive space. He gets spotted, he sees a bunch of them here. So now he's doing something called a suffocation. Suffocation is enclosing the enemy team into a small play space. So in this case right now, they're moving into C. Their play space is going to be right here by the time Phoenix gets to this position. This makes it incredibly difficult for the enemy team to win a post plan. The reason why is you have 1, 2, and 3 entryways fully controlled with a person there. So now they're condensed into these 4 corners, if you will, limiting their play space and limiting the angles that they can hold. Ultimately, it's really difficult when you have 3 angles being pushed on all sides to be able to hold that site at the end of it. So you'll see a lot of these gunfights go well for us purely on positioning alone. Okay, so see how they're all stuck now inside sight, and you can even call their only back sight. You got front angle covered, so this entire area here is safe for your Phoenix. That means they can only be here right now. And these are little things that you can communicate to add to the whole layer of this suffocation that we're dealing with right now. Okay,
but I also said that, like, I'm gonna TP in, so play out my contact or something, because they'll shoot at me.
This one here, we never should have TP'd. And the reason why is if we're looking at the number situation, 3-2, you're taking too much of a risk knowing that they can only be in this section right here. You did not clear this front spot yet. So now you're TPing into a big threat at this point. So the TP should have been held off at this point, and you should have just peeked regularly. That was where the problem came in, because you're not free and clear on this spot. Right? In any angle in which you don't fully know if you're safe, you cannot TP into it like that, unless there is like a flash thrown or something along those lines. Call out that flash so someone can peek off of it. All right, you have a smoke right now, and retaking from CT absolutely sucks. All right, not fun. So here's what I want you to think about as a Omen, as a controller going into this bomb site. And I've done this a few times, chat, so bear with me. Common spots that you can smoke. Where do you normally smoke when you're retaking on A?
A long.
A long, cool. Okay, what else do you smoke?
A short.
A short, where exactly?
When they come on site, that area.
Yep. Right here? Okay, cool. So let me ask you a question. Why are you smoking here?
Because they like to hide at A-long a lot.
Because they like to hide A-long. So they like to be here, is what you're saying. So how does that help you getting through here?
It doesn't.
I like this one. It's decent because it helps you from taking away this angle. Think of it like this. If you're coming through here, this is a show. Getting through this this corridor absolutely is terrible. And when you're coming here with limited cover from your smokes, well then all of a sudden now you're getting shot from this angle, this angle, this angle. If you don't have the smoked, all these angles. My question for you is, why not take away one of these 3 angles? Why not take this smoke and put it here? Eliminate that so that when you're coming out, you don't have to worry about hell. You don't have to worry about this spot. And now you're looking directly here. And as you're coming out, you come here and you clear this spot. Then you go over here, you clear the front side of sight. Then you go here and you can clear out long and fight that guy that you're worried about. Point being is that we invest so many smokes to this spot because we've seen other people do it before, but we haven't thought about fight 1, 2, and 3 yet. we're thinking about fight number 4 over here. A lot of people will disagree with me and say, hey, if you put a smoke there, they're gonna go and lurk inside the smoke. Well, in this situation that we're looking at right now, it is a 3v4. Smokes are our friend when we're in this kind of number situation. If someone on the enemy team decides to bail into there, that is not the right play for them, because we want ugly fights. If they're going to risk putting themselves through that smoke and take a fight and potentially die through that smoke, they could throw the round. Now, you might need to get punished by this number situation thing a little bit more in order to fully get the lesson. The way that I like to explain it is through a point system. Okay, so I'm gonna rip through this really quickly. It's all about percentages of win, like what your win percentage is. In a 5v5 with full guns, who do you think has the advantage on this map?
Defense.
No, actually it's offense. The reason why is that there are, if you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 entryways. So if in a traditional sense in ranked, what happens is everyone spreads it across the map and watches one of the entryways. It's really difficult for one person to fight against 5. So naturally, the positioning is a little bit more difficult. So what you have to do is work together to be able to get space and then challenge for another spot and try to basically push out and start flanks that we did in that first round, for example, right? The suffocation. The point being is that offense has 3 bomb sites and way more entryways for us to be able to defend against. So it's really difficult for us. So defense is naturally going to be a little bit weaker here. So if you're going to look at it, it's probably like, I'd say it's 60-40 in win percentage without thinking about gamble stacking and all that good stuff. You're correct on that, Senzo. What we need to do is we need to get something that will even up the numbers. Think of it like this. I like to pretend that Haven, it's kind of like a 6v4 or 6v5. We'll say 6v5. Okay, so they have 6 players to our 5 players. Okay, that's the way we want to think about it. Or we think about it as a 4v5. In a 4v5 situation, you need to make gamble plays to be able to even out the numbers for yourself. That's where aggression is good, to try to get the first pick and then fall off if you can, because that will make it a little bit more easier for you to deal with at that point. Now, in a normal sense, here is the one risk you run. As a defender, you're worth 2 points. In a big map like this, you can even argue you're worth 3 points. But think of it like this for right now, baseline 2 points. The attackers are worth 1 point. And this better helps you understand the importance of your life on defense. If you die, it's worth your life, and it's also worth your position. Think of it like what we just talked about. With 5 entryways into the bomb sites, into our side, if you were to die here, you now spread your entire team thin. They now have to rotate for you to be able to fill in that position and not lose the site right away instantly. So why dying early into the round is like a big no-no, which is why I'm saying that first aggression play that you did there was too risky versus the reward that you're going to get. Because let's say that you did get 1 kill here, it's basically still advantage offense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not to run to site because they knew we were coming.
You doing this again?
Yep. This is direction commands. Not good. Don't do that. Eliminate that all the way from your vocab. You never command in a ranked environment. You command in a ranked environment, you cause a lot of issues.
So how would you have said that better?
Don't reflect and say, hey,
okay,
I think they're weak on A. Do we go A this round, question mark? Ignore the entire thing. That is going to serve your teammates so much better. Or you find something that your teammate did really well and you applaud them on it. Gecko, I love that dizzy you threw that last round. Way to go. Like something like that. Something simple. Shift it. Okay, so 2v5 situation. What's your mindset in this moment?
Trying to get picks.
How are you feeling as a human?
A little stressed.
A little stressed. Why? This is perfect. I want to deep dive this. Why are you feeling stressed?
Because I feel like I need a clutch.
For your team? Your team is depending on you?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to reverse that. You're in a 2v5 situation. I want you to think about, I'm going to make the best out of the situation, and I have nothing to lose. Because who's supposed to win this round?
There.
Yes. If you switch to this mental, you immediately drop all expectation on yourself. All you're trying to do is the best that you can. And oftentimes when you lose that pressure right away, you start making better decisions, you're less stressed, and then you'll end up thrifting around. You'll end up clutching very easily. But if you go in with the thought process of, I got 3 people that are depending on me to make this round happen for us so we can win and we can move on. No, don't think like that. You got plenty of rounds before that, and if they cared enough to win this round, they wouldn't put you in this shit situation. This is on them. They should actually be apologizing to you. In fact, that's what I used to do, is like I put you in that spot. That's my bad. You need to switch the mentality when you're in clutch. It's all about, what can I do? And at the end of the day, there's nothing to lose because I'm not supposed to win it in the first place anyway. But if we can win it, that's a huge bonus. So drop the expectation, drop the pressure, and clutch the fucking round.
Okay.
Cool. Z-Drones, I think you're going to rank up real fast. And once you do, I want to do a testimonial video with you. I think you're going to move ahead really quickly. You have a good mind for the game, and your mechanics are pretty good. So I think you'll be able to get through gold no problem. And then once you're up to that ascendant rank, or even just below it, diamond or something like that, let me know. We'll do a testimonial.